Hello YouTube, the Eye of Stone here, and we are embarking upon a let's play of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I should say the Amnesia, The Dark Descent, one of the most iconic horror survival games ever written. I don't know about you, but I am terrified already. The sight of this intro screen suffices to make me nervous. And if you have not played this game before, and especially if you have, it should make you nervous too. So, we are going to proceed. As you can see, there's no intro, no outro, no format, nothing to break the immersion. We're all screwed. This game is terrifying. Let's dive right in. Here we go. Normal. We definitely do not want hard mode in Amnesia. Yes.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is I am Daniel.
Daniel's many mistakes, and he made many, was one mistake was thinking he was going to be able to take the amnesia drink and remember anything. And as is usual in Amnesia, I am going to have to up the let's try to. I need to up the mouse sensitivity. Is this good enough? This tilting of the camera when the game opens, that was a nice subtle touch. Let's turn hints off. Yeah. We'll leave death hints on. If I die, I get to put up with the training wheel tips. Okay. Gonna turn the sensitivity up just one more. Bear with me. Okay. So, we just woke up in a scary-ass castle. We don't know who we are or what's happened. We can light candles, but that would be wasteful. ATM. There's Klingon blood on the carpet. I'm really not doing much better than player sprite keeping it together here. You know it's going to happen, but you never really get used to it. got to be able to close chests reliably in this game. Daniel's not doing so well. We know that Daniel probably is an ancestor of Mandus. I wonder if he's also an ancestor of Philip. I would welcome discussion about that in the comments section. Let's see. I hate this part. When you hear... I was also shaking on the ground helplessly while that was happening. This game is messed up. Oh, okay, well, we'll go this way. Now, in the unlikely case that no one has ever seen a Let's Play of Amnesia before, staying in the dark causes problems. It has to be managed. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this game. I say that every time I play this game. Goodbye. If what I've read online is true, the masters at Frictional Games, and they are masters, did a bunch of psychological research when they made Amnesia and Penumbra, and apparently what they discovered was that the scariest thing for human beings is hearing something in an unfriendly environment but not being able to be sure what it is. I am in no position to dispute that idea. Okay, let's head deeper into the ominous, creepy castle. Okay, and yet we keep moving forward. That amnesia drink is some bad ayahuasca. Okay. Can't go that way. Ugh, light source. Okay, we're gonna get a lot of use out of that. Like right now. Should be just light enough in here, we don't need it. Boy, this is messed up. I don't like it when it messes with my HUD that way. I would not want to play this game with haptic feedback. I'd probably fly out of the chair backwards. Okay. Now, so again, in the unlikely case you've never played this game before, we have health and we have sanity. We have to stay on top of both of them. The lamp burns oil. We don't get limitless light.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
There's just so much in that letter to find comfort and strength from. Everything's all better now. Daniel has a problem. Daniel has many problems. And that's coming from me. No, Daniel is what we call a problematical person.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Such gravitas, Baron Alexander. We're gonna mess you up. I want people in the comments section. I'm gonna try to mention this in every video. You only get one vote. I'm going to look at all the comment sections of all the videos before playing the last level. I want a vote on whether or not we should throw Agrippa's head, or if we should crush Alexander like one of these bugs. I'm not just going to sit there and let the shadow eat me. This is not a spoiler-free Let's Play. There are probably hundreds of Let's Plays, if not at least dozens of them on YouTube. The basic plot of this game is well known. Duh. I forgot about that one. I never get used to this game. Okay, the tabularium. Yeah, so this is where things go from scary to terrifying. We don't waste any time in Amnesia. Okay. Rare books. I can't believe I'm doing this. Who would go in here?
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
We're gonna take your eviscerated corpse to the British Museum. Okay. Good habit to be in. That's nice. Catalogs. Okay, now. Again, it's too dark in here. Can't have too many of these. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Grieg. Okay. Yeah, the first time I played this game, I was right here, and it's like, are we actually gonna do this? No, we're not gonna do this. This can be a let's play of me uninstalling the game. I'll leave OBS running while I take this game off my hard drive. Okay. Homage to scratches right there. Anyway, let's see. Whoops. Come here. Alright.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Smooth. You're real good at getting yourself into trouble. And us too. Krusty wants out. Old tomes. That's... boy, I'm sure great things are in here. Who's playing that? This is gonna start getting to me pretty quickly. Okay. Won't open, it's locked. Local history. It's a charming place. Ah! What was that? I don't even know how many times I've played this game. Too many. Nope. 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 No. 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 I mean, no. We're not doing this. Well, making noise is probably a very good defensive strategy in this game. I can afford the extravagance of turning this one on.
Is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Once the shadow arrives. Who is playing that friggin' piano? Now, we have a lot of oil we've managed to accumulate pretty quickly, but we're not exactly low. And we have to use the oil sparingly, because this game positively delights in messing with your mind. Maps. Boy, you sure are good at getting yourself stuck. Okay, so you've got notes. You can review everything you come upon. mementos are sort of like passive-aggressive clues. Central Prussia and the Kingdom of Prussia. Okay, we've got a box of tinder.
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Yeah, let's just go right up to it. Gonna hug it, pet it, pet it.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
That's not no mega armor. Stupid decision number what?
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar
So basically, you've ended up right smack dab in a Lovecraft story. That's super. Okay, now, this clearly is our only way out of here. Hocus pocus, now I crush you.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
What the hell was that? Daniel's never careful. Oh, it's already broken. Pity. Let's see. Allstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Allstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods for centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations since they will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside of damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? As long as they don't have rocket launchers. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Allstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for the remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only never to be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Allstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle in nearby Allstadt, and like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire. In the late 16th century, it was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is, in fact, the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. So basically, all those stories are true. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. Nice fellow. Like that. We're back where we were. Oh no! 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 We're getting out of here now. Good. Run, run, run. Out, 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 out. Done with the archives. Done with that stupid piano. All is good. All is not good. All is not good. Well, let's see. We've got the wine cellar where only good things must have happened, And we've got the laboratory. I really think that this is just a bad deal either way. Oh. Tin Hanan.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime! Or at least until tomorrow!
That's gonna end real well. Yes. Yes. Thank you for closing door. Didn't want to go out there anyway. This sucks. Okay. Hide. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Was he even there? Maybe not. Yeah, we're not doing so good, even with the light. Making it so that the controls malfunction a bit when you're this game. Who opened that door? Burning through too much oil. Strictly speaking, I don't really need the torch, but Culprite, Orpiment. Oops. Useless map. Yeah, we're gonna leave the light on. Oh, this looks good. Something happened in here.
is going to burst!
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
And I am now in here. This, where that happened, this is the room I'm in. That's... Okay. Aqua Regia. Some kind of acid, probably. My name is Wilhelm, House of Gerck. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed Knight of the Order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the Wine Cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. Whatever it is you can no longer, I'm not curious. I am curious to make sure that the exit is still fully functional. That is what I am curious about.
What is this place?
Oh, it's the mess you've gotten yourself into, Daniel. That's what it is. What do we got? Oh well, he died. The game's over. We're done. This Let's Play is now concluded. That's okay. Oh, damn. You're alive. And I'm still stuck playing this level. We'll go ahead and expend a tinderbox to save oil. Come on. Boy, none of these will move. This was not the type of glitch I was in the mood for tonight. This is a glitch load, is what this is. Is there a smaller rock I can try to dislodge some of this mess with? There we go. think we should be able to squeeze through. And I'm glad he's feeling better. Okay. And on that cheery note, I will see everybody back next time for the laboratory. Oh joy.